Hey, we're back, spelljamming through space benders. Let's move on to the next one. What do you reckon, Mitch, about the Autognome?
Love 'em. Peace Cleric's Wet Dream. This is for just someone that never wants to miss a skill shot.
Things will stack
This is
real
going to be a
well.
lot of fun.
Autognomes are mechanical beings built by rock gnomes. Sometimes, because of a malfunction or a unique circumstance, an autognome becomes separated from its creator and strikes out on its own. An autognome bears a resemblance to its creator, and most autognomes are programmed to speak and understand Gnomish. The internal components used in an autognome's manufacture can vary wildly. One autognome might have an actual beating heart in its chest cavity, while another might be powered by sawdust or intricate clockwork gears. Roll on an autognome history table to choose an entry that you like and identify what event sets you on your path to adventure. If nothing on the table appeals to you, work with your DM to create the origins story for your character. Like gnomes, autognomes can live for centuries, typically around 500. They've got a few things there in the history. I'll throw the chart up there for you to go through. But how you came across your creator might have created you in his last century, and then he passed on. You never made it back to the family, and so maybe you're on a quest to go out and find his family. That'd be a nice little tie-in to keep you adventuring until you finally found that gnome family to look after you. And the only way you've got is just a little image of him. You're just trying to compare it. Does this look like the children? Nope.
I just don't know why they said it had to be made by a rock gnome.
Tinker gnome?
Oh, it could have been any gnome, but a chaos gnome, little bit of a thing. But
Smurf Nebula?
they could be made by just any artificer. We've got a whole class of mechanical people now. But yeah, sure, rock gnome. I love this thing, so let's get onto the traits. Once again, the ability score is going to be 3 points in any one. So you could do 1 in 3 ability scores, or 2 in one and 1 in the other. For the traits, you are actually a construct.
Yes.
You are small.
Mm-hmm.
Your walking speed is 30 feet. Once again, they've dropped that. Yeah, I knew you were going to react to that. I knew it. There's your intro. What? It's a gnome with 30 feet of movement.
God damn!
Bullshit! Armor casing. You've got an armor class of 13 plus your dexterity modifier. Yeah. Now, this is the Peace Cleric bit. Built for success. You can add a D4 to one attack roll, ability check, or saving throw you make. And you can do this after seeing the D20 roll, but before the effects of the roll are resolved. You can use this trait a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest.
Yeah.
Love that.
That'll stack well with a couple of things now.
Healing Machine. If the mending spell is cast on you, you can spend a hit die, roll it, and regain a number of hit points equal to your roll plus your constitution modifier. In addition, your creator, which is obviously a rock gnome, couldn't be anything else. In the whole Astral Sea, the only thing that can create autognomes is a rock gnome.
Rock gnome fighter.
Yeah, they put a...
I'm just going to give it a go. I hit it with my hammer and my sword. Hey, an autognome.
Oh, yeah, I made a gnome. Is an autognome? No, they're only if it's like champagne. Only if it's made by rock gnomes in a certain hole.
Yeah.
But your creator designed you to benefit from several spells that preserve life, but normally don't affect constructs. Meaning that Cure Wounds, Healing Word, Mass Cure Wounds, Mass Healing Word, and Spare the Dying will all work for you to heal you. No other spells or spells. So Healing Light of the Celestial Warlock, no dice.
Notes on that coming up. Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Shepherd, Druid's little Healing Light variation.
Totems.
No dice. The Purple Dragon Knight using their Rallying Cry. Not today.
Then
keep
going. Lay it on me.
Mechanical Nature. you have resistance to poison damage and immunity to disease. And you have advantage on saving throws against being paralyzed or poisoned. You don't need to eat, drink, or breathe. Now, I agree with this just because we were talking about this before, but if you inject or if you put the wrong oil into certain cars, it can destroy the engine. So obviously, if someone pressure injected your hydraulic system with poison, it might not have the right specific density, and it'll cause a lot of damage, or it could make you not function perfectly, so that you might get the poisoned condition. Sentry's Rest. When you take a long rest, you can spend at least 6 hours in an inactive, motionless state instead of sleeping. In this state, you appear inert, but you remain conscious.
Yeah.
And the last one, Specialized Design. You gain 2 tool proficiencies of your choice.
That's all right.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Considering you might be doing some work on the Spelljammer, then yes, that could be sail making and other such things will be required. Hey, what do you like about this? First of all, I guess construct's the thing to talk about. We finally did it. We finally committed. We're willing to accept construct. What do you reckon?
Love it. Love it. I kind of want to see a duo play this with one person playing as the construct, one playing as the rock gnome artificer
Creator
that created them and just follows him to the end.
Yeah, there's also a lot of things that come with construct, like some spells aren't going to work on you anymore. Hold person and other thoughts such just don't work. You are now a construct, so that is probably going to affect a few things. And we're probably going to have to get a list of spells, honestly. We've probably put them in there. Things that will not affect you anymore because they target a living creature, not a construct anymore.
Yeah.
And there's probably spells that affect construct. I'll have to look them up and we'll put them down the
Hold person targets a humanoid. It won't work on undead. It won't work on a construct.
If you're first to D&D, you might have to ask some people about that, but we'll put a list of spells here that will and won't affect you. Armor casing, that's permanent mage armor, man. What do you reckon?
It is what it is. It's if you're a rogue, you're getting that 18 AC pretty quickly, so good.
Yeah, that is great. And you're already talking about build for success, that D4 stacking with things like artificers abilities, things like blessing, things like inspiration, bardics. Oh, we've been through so many classes that have had this.
The peace cleric with their passive, unity cleric. I said peace, didn't I? I think it's unity. Gives you you and 2 other people a D4 on once per turn on attack, ability, or saving throw, which stacks with Bless, which gives you D4 on attack or saving throw, or Guidance, which is ability check or saving throw. No, I think, ability check only. And then also you can have this. So you could have on every single attack plus 3 D4.
Something working for you.
Yep. That's ridiculous.
That's really can round up those abilities when you need it. So that's handy. Healing machine. Now, what I really noticed in there is that all right, this is to make it so you can get healed in a game, but I only list so many. So I noticed here there's none of the bringing you back from the dead spells are there. None of the rezzing, none of that sort of stuff. It's only just the healing and obviously spare the dying. And there's a lot of abilities out there that also heal. So I think that one's going to have to come up in tips for players and people doing this thing. Is you have to have a discussion with the DM and the players as to is that list final, or are there other abilities that takes into account that should work? Because they specifically haven't mentioned a lot of other spells, particularly the rezzing ones.
I'm actually a big fan of ruling no.
I think you're a construct.
This seems like a limitation of a class that has a lot of benefits.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to take the good with the bad. This is part of being a construct. You don't like it, don't be a Warforged or something like that.
I kind of also like the idea of having a big dramatic death scene where everyone's sad, except for one smiling like ship captain that after you throw the body off the ship, he presses a button and it's like, R3 reporting for duty, sir.
The next one.
It's like a vending machine for Autognomes. I have all the memories of your past comrades. Please allow me to clean your taint.
Hey, Mechanical nature makes sense. You have resistance to obviously poison, things like that. They couldn't give you just full immunity to poison, so that not very few things get that in the game. So yep, they've at least made it advantage and resistant. So most things shouldn't bother you. And the no need to sleep, that all just makes sense. That's perfectly there in your Century's Rest. And specialized design, as we said, that's going to come real handy on a ship. You're going to be an aid if you pick the right stuff here, either as a backup or be the number one character who's supplying those skill sets to the team.
Yeah.
Any other likes and dislikes in general on that one, Mitch?
Built for success. This race is.
It's good. I like it. If you can find the right things to stack, this could be fun. Character concepts.
I'm gonna have to go with the Overlook sex bot.
Oh yeah.
No, just kidding.
Sorry from Futurama.
Yeah. Well, Bender's always a good one as well, but
Bender's definitely.
I kind of like a bard Autognome. Very much like Gur from Invader Zim that likes to play around. I'm gonna sing the Doom song now. Doom 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 doom.
300 years of the Doom song.
Oh god, yeah. They found the Autognome on a ship, and his creator killed himself. Just
he's been sitting.
Please, no more.
Dead Zim.
I love that concept, but I would have to do a Unity cleric just because that seems like a lot of fun. And if you are repairing a ship, to be invaluable to the crew, but also the most hated crew member, to me seems like a very interesting, dramatic tool to use. And if done right, could create a lot of humor. So I'm going to stick with that one. How about yourself?
Hey, we've seen these character types in many different genres. As we said, Bender, and from that, and Flexo from Futurama, all the robots in the Robot Devil. We've also seen anything dating right back to Wizard of Oz with either How You Liked It being Tin Man or TikTok, and everything in between. So many genres have had a robot person come and join them. Be it
now, are you putting a picture of TikTok up?
I can throw a picture of TikTok up, which...
Yeah, so I'd never heard of TikTok, and when he showed me the picture, I was like, I've seen TikTok before. I have seen that. So it's just one of those things, random facts about Wizard of Oz that you forget you know.
It's throughout a lot of it's been there for long. Giving intelligence to something that doesn't have is in our mindset, and so this is going to speak to a lot of people. And the construct capabilities is going to give you that ability to play something that once again views things foreignly. Like, I don't get it. I'm even watching the Orville. With Seth MacFarlane's, and there's a robot in that has no feelings and just computes things like that. It's that sort of role play that we're after, and the Orville's a perfect example of flying through space, doing tasks, and it might even be a great one because it's not heavily watched by a lot of people for a little bit of options for possible spells and missions. You guys want to do the Orville? I'll run the Orville.
I like the Orville. Yeah, that sounds amazing. I feel like I wouldn't be able to capture it in its hilarity, but goddamn, I'll try.
Yeah. So I see something that's been operating because it was once again like a golem, told to do a task, and it just kept doing a task that couldn't be finished until finally someone else came along and told it to stop doing the task. And I've spent the last 300 years trying to put this block up that keeps blowing down. That's just been my job for 300 years. And finally the group came along and said, stop doing that. I'm like, okay, I'm with you now. So I would, love playing that foreign character who doesn't get things and would deliberately come in and just muck things up because he doesn't get humans and emotions and things like that. So yeah, that standoffish type would be fun for a lot. Just don't be an ass all the time. You do have to learn some things.
Yeah, using somebody's tears for lubrication. Yeah, I'm thinking it could go wrong if you start doing that.
All right, well, thanks for joining me again, Mitch. We've got 4 more classes to go at this stage, so we're on to the next one. Looks like it's GIF or GIF, depending on how the argument goes.
It's GIF.
It's GIF. All right,
it's GIF.
We'll talk about it in the next one. Stay tuned.
No, we don't need to. It's good. It's GIF.
Link the videos. It'll pay attention. Keep going. Keep watching these, and you'll figure out which one's for you when you join your next Spelljammer campaign.
Jam that spell.
See ya.